Today we're going to go on a little stabbing spree. And that's going to be a lot of fun because we already do a lot of damage. And they were kind enough to drop me some new armor. And for now, anytime I get more points, I'm going to put that into more damage. And since these guys died really easily, we might as well kill them again and again. Better yet, we're going to find out who's next and murder them in one hit. We leveled up so much last time, they were way ahead so far, and we're going to keep it that way. To be fair, the bat is a little bit stronger, but he's really not going to be able to hold up against us for very long. He's actually able to make my attack do less damage, but that's still not really going to be much of a factor. He's dead and we get all sorts of stuff. Then I'm going to go to the tavern and bring a friend with me, because we're going to take on some hard enemies. And I really need her to absorb some damage. So she's going to go in and stab, we're going to hit them both really hard. The first wave is defeated. Now we gotta fight something extra strong. We're gonna stun him right away. Stun him so he doesn't get a chance to attack. Never mind, he's unstunnable. Luckily, we hit for 33,000 damage, so his 128 remaining damage isn't gonna last very long. He just hit me really hard because I forgot I could actually dodge. Well, he wandered away. We didn't get to murder him, but we did get lots of money and clovers. And since I have her for a second, we're gonna go ahead and bring her to this battle where we're gonna hit both of these idiots at once, almost killing both of them instantly. Then comes this adorable little murder victim. We've stunned the main one and we're gonna murder his kids. That way when he wakes up from his stun, he'll find his whole family dead. Wakey. Oh, never mind. He's, oh no, he did get to survive for just a second to see what happened. Since I found those clovers, I want to come back and feed my mushroom. This actually makes me a lot of money and upgrades me myself. Plus drops all sorts of random stuff. 192 points. I think we're gonna put that all into more damage. Plus since I'm part owner here, I actually make a lot of money just from it existing. Then we're going to go into what's called Slippy Tunnels. Feel free to make your own jokes. I'm just looking for something reasonably easy to kill. These three aren't the easiest, but I doubt they're going to be much of a challenge for me. The most annoying thing they do is drop my attack damage, which means I can't kill them as quickly, so I have to put up with them for longer. I can usually counter and hurt them pretty badly, as long as I remember to actually do it and time it right. They all died without much issue. I'm hoping they drop me something amazing. Money works too, and we got some metal shoes. So we'll throw those on for some extra armor. And we just look better. Because of all the money we've been saving up, I should probably buy some slightly better ranged weapons. And remember to equip them, because when I dodge, I'll counter with my ranged bow, which is now going to do much more damage. Speaking of which, I noticed our damage was starting to fall off a little bit because enemies are getting stronger, so I'm going to have to do a little bit of training. And I quickly got my star thing up to 100, a streak of 100. And that's more than enough to bring my ranged almost all the way up to silver level. I did the training a few more times and we hit silver for my bow and arrow. All that training gave me 402 upgrade points and we're going to spend all on more damage. I just realized I should probably also upgrade the camp. It only costs 28 silver and it's going to give me more experience for all of my stupid training. Because you can just never have too much damage. Every time we do this, we're going to get a little bit more and we can do this endlessly. A little bit more training didn't give me a ton of damage, but every little bit helps. Plus that gave me more points to spend on things like higher melee damage counters.
Melee.
And all the while I'm doing this, I'm still gaining resources and money from my museum investment. So there's 300 silver again, and I leveled up just from training. So let's take what we've learned and go back to murdering people in the woods. I should probably choose my bow and arrow once in a while too. I don't know if it's going to do a lot of damage. That's actually pretty decent considering I can rapid fire and then do this. And they're all dead and we got a reward. So we have even better bronze shoulders now and bronze chest plate. We skipped over some of the regular metal stuff. I got a little distracted by something called the Scarlet Wolf. It's a single enemy, so I might be able to do this quickly. He does have a bigger sword than me, which is a little annoying, so we're going to have to do something about that. I am going to poison him and hit him with everything I got right away. I definitely stunned him right away, so hopefully I could just kill him really quickly, and so far so good. He didn't even get a hit off. Money-wise, this looks like a good investment, and we got even better armor, level 6 Scarlet.
I'm slowly going to steal his body parts and become him.
It turns out that subsequent murders don't really yield me a lot of return. But I did find another knight to fight. He's not going to last long with only 60,000 HP, especially because I've got red armor now. An archer? Oh, never mind. We probably want to take out the cleric. Usually the guy in the middle is most important, so we're just going to give him a little bonk. We're going to counter hit him. And we're going to dodge his shot. We're going to stab him. And then we're going to... No, we're out of dodge. That's fine. No, it's just this little idiot who's only going to take one more shot, so we'll poison arrow him. That's what he gets for having that haircut. But we did get new hand wraps, so that's more armor. Found my way into the bat cave. He's going to take my attack away. We're going to stab him to death. That actually takes a lot of attack away. And this guy's wearing a crown, so I'm going to bonk him. It's just what you do with someone wearing a crown. He's actually pretty tough, at least until my attack wears out, or my attack thing wears out. and critical hit, and poison arrow, and another quaint little reward. That guy gave us tons of gold, which is actually enough to buy better weapons for 5 gold. The next one costs 215. That's ridiculous, but it is the red stuff. Elite Huntress Blade. That's going to add 11,000 damage, so we went from 44 to 55,000. And we're long overdue to feed our mushroom, who is also going to make us obscenely rich. I hardly know what to spend my fortune on anymore. I'm definitely going to spend a little bit upgrading the training camp some more. That's got to be good there. Stats gain is now 14. Then we're going to spend some time therapeutically chopping apples. It's getting so close to the next rank. I did it. I hit the 10,000 needed to get rank gold. Now I'm going to be especially good at stabbing. And we now have an opportunity, a chance to perform a free surprise attack before your turn. That sounds wonderful. Give me all of that. So let's find someone to damage with our real big sword. 90,000 damage on a regular hit. So even on a big sweeping hit, we one-shotted all of them. Now it's just this guy. So we're going to go ahead and stun him. We're going to poison him. And we're going to hit him with our big sword. It's only going to take... well, one of those hits would have done it. I do keep forgetting that I have a house I'm supposed to be building though. It takes money to build and I can't really be bothered to do things, so... It does give me better XP gain though, and XP gain is probably important, but this thing's getting expensive. Luckily when I'm short on supplies, I can just feed my little mushroom. That leveled me up, and for the first time in a while, I'm going to put a little bit into defense. Because I can't always be really bothered to block. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and take care of both of these because they look annoying. And now there's 3 of them. That should be fine anyway. We should be able to one-shot them, and if we can counter hit them, even better. 90,000 damage though. We're really not going to complain with that. And this is called Witch's Goon. It's a big one. I don't know why we poison arrow things. I don't think it does that much damage. It's funny to poison them though, that's for sure. You're dead. Can I have some good treasure? Clover's ring could actually be really good. Counter damage plus 25%. I do like that. So now I just gotta wait for him to actually try and hit me. And he didn't actually get one-shotted. That's very sad. Eventually something will. Oh, there's our little sneak attack. We got that up before anything happened. I'm sure he's really thrilled about that. And we're gonna hit him with that. And, well, eventually someone will try and hit us. But that's okay, because we can still do 210,000 damage on a crit. That is a Corporal Spitter, who is going to die a horrible death. And dodge. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. We're definitely gonna stun him as soon as we can. We should be able to do some sweeping damage to all of them. And we even got a sneak attack off on him. These guys actually managed to do some damage to me. Mostly because I wasn't taking it that seriously, but they took off 60% of my health. They did, of course, then die and leave me lots of money. We're making money so quickly too. We got 23 gold. I should probably also be utilizing my bow and arrow more. Oh, this guy looks like he wants to get in close and fight. We're gonna counter him real good. Never mind. We'll just go ahead and crit him in a really, really big explosion. And you too. Okay, there's 3 of them now. We're gonna go ahead and just remove that one right away and block yours. Dodging that one. We're gonna return with a little bow and arrow shot. That's not that exciting. Then we can murder this guy. Real good. This one actually has 360,000 health. They're definitely not actually weak. So we're going to go ahead and unleash some bow and arrows just to get a little extra damage in. Not sure if that's worth it. Our sword just does so much more. And we got more new stuff. We got better shoes, and we got a helmet that's worse than the one we have, but our outfit's looking very put together. I guess since the better bow and stuff is only 4 gold, we might as well buy it. And we're going to upgrade the camp a little bit, because gold is actually getting really easy to get. We're now going to get 16 stats per cycle. And I want to work on my critical hits, because those are actually really, really fun to get off. We do that by not getting poked by the stick. I leveled my agility all the way up to here, which actually brought our critical chance quite a ways up. I'm going to bring that up to an even 20%. The rest can just straight up go into damage, but now 1 in 5 is a crit. Also, I should probably invest more in the museum, because we're just going to make money back with that over time. And then we're going to get back to the murdering. I'm just going to hit both of them because I can, and we're going to counter him and kill him anyway. I'm pretty annoyed we're not one-shotting these guys, but that kind of counts as a one-shot because he didn't get a chance to attack anyway. And I found King of the Morons. I'm going to go ahead and stun him as soon as I can, which should be on the next hit then, because that didn't work, but we're going to be perfectly fine because we're feeling pretty strong these days. 1 stun for you. Now I can take out your morons. These guys definitely are getting a lot stronger. Thought I had more dodge than that. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and try and block that. Oh, they kill themselves when they do that. He just exploded and died. Now it's a 1v1. I'm going to use a little bit of heals because I think I need to. I'm also going to drink the yellow potion because I can. Now I should be able to just, yeah, straight up murder him. That was a hard fight. You better have left me a lot of money. We did get some new stuff, but that does also look like a lot of money. And we got better hands. These ones are made out of cloth. So I'm going to take this 34 gold that I have actually and just invest it in the museum. Never mind. It costs 172 to buy more. What I'm going to do instead is not let the apples hit me, that way I can get my defense up. This would actually be a lot easier if I just had a bigger shield. Defense is really slow to level up. Because I just spent a long time doing it, I only got a quarter of the way to the next rank. I mean, I guess I can put 500 points into doing it this way, even that's pretty slow, so we'll just go back to damage. I did bring my agility up to 10,000, which brings it into gold. That also leveled me up like 85 times and I got a lot of points. I'm actually going to put that into defense because I hate leveling up defense. And all that training gave me 5 extra clovers and 11.4 gold for my investments. Which brings us soon to something called the Demon. Our attacks still aren't enough to one-shot these guys, but I'm not that worried about them, they're kinda dumb. That is really a demon. So we're gonna go ahead and stun the demon and then take care of his little weirdos that are actually hard to see behind the demon. Okay, one of them's down already, the other one's still gonna try and hit me, but we'll take care of him in no time and then we can focus on Big Furry there. Okay, Big Furry we're definitely gonna poison and then we're just gonna hit with everything. We look at all that HP. That's a lot. Okay, I'm actually gonna have to take this fight somewhat seriously. Oh, I don't have anything to deal with that with. Okay, we did a crit and I think I can drink my blue-yellow potion that's gonna make me do extra damage. We might be okay. I lost track of what I had or not, but Pupsy is now dead. I normally just let my damage carry me so bad that I don't really learn the mechanics that well. Look at all the gold on the ground. We're rich. Yeah, we really are actually rich. And I didn't realize this before, but since I hit gold for dodge, I actually have a 1 in 25% chance to not consume a dodge charge. I thought the idiots here would be a little bit stronger than this, but to be fair, this is only the first wave. I'm just happy I have my wizard here to absorb a lot of that damage, and we get a crit on him, which is enough to kill him. These guys are also going to be reasonably strong. That one actually has quite a bit of health. Nothing a few good critical hits and stuff won't solve. Even regular hits are really whittling them down. They unfortunately also have the ability to heal each other, which is pretty annoying. Again, I'm just got my wizard here to absorb some of that damage. And he almost finished him off for me. That's overkill by about 227,000 damage. If I could just critical hit every time, that would be great. We would destroy everything in one hit. We'd save so much time because this is really time consuming. And for our trouble, we should get a lot of gold, otherwise known as enough to buy scarlet weapons. There's also ones for only 10 silver apparently. Oh, that's not silver, that's a new currency that's even more expensive. So now we get the Scarlet Terror, which is going to add a lot of damage. It's a giant mace. I like it. Alright, we're going to test our giant mace on something called Stumpy. 150,000 damage. Stumpy is no longer with us. The enemy's only going to get stronger from here though, so they're going to be harder and harder to kill. But if we manage to get any critical hits at all, everything's going to die. We have found the king of the stumps! And we took a big chunk out of his health. Not to worry, things are going to be okay. Meant to dodge that, but we're going to be fine. I don't know why I always use my poison arrows. They feel really weak in comparison to my regular attack. The poison did just finish off the stump though. I also just bought a fishing rod from the store. I have no idea what fish do in this game, but we're going to find out together. It better be worth it because this is actually kind of tedious. Our first fish is whatever this is, Ruby Trout 1-7, which goes into my aquarium and swims around. I assume that'll just be more money I get from the museum. And since I have to fight the red morons, I decided to bring some help because they can definitely actually be pretty strong. So I'm going to give myself some increased attack power and we just did 700,000 damage to that person. So even our regular attacks do about 300,000 damage, even our sneak attacks do 300,000 damage. So I feel like we're in pretty good shape. So we should be able to hopefully one-shot both of these. And then it's on to the Scarlet Brute, who we're going to stun and then murder real bad. Oh, my attack wore off. I didn't know it would do that within the battle, but that's okay. We got enough damage going out that these guys are going to die. They also have the really annoying ability to stun me, but I definitely got him, so there's one dead, and for some reason we shot him. And, okay, Big Boy's dead, and we got an attack on him, so I think we're good to go. The Scarlet Morons are defeated, and for our trouble we get more Scarlet Gear, which we're going to throw on immediately because that looks way better. I managed to get a really high defensive streak going, and then I just ruined it. And I did manage to rank my defense up to gold. And because I couldn't help myself, I decided to rank my damage all the way up to platinum, which gives me a skill, chance to become strong when health is below 25%. We're gonna get 3 of those because I assume it's good. So we can put our newfound damage to the test against these guys. And it looks like it's gonna be pretty good. We're up to 211,000. I just realized I might be in an area that's way ahead of me because these guys are level 108, I'm level 58. Even the helper I brought is level 110, so I'm way out leveled by everyone. But I'd like to think my giant mace is helping carry us through this because it does so much damage. And my helper, despite her incredible level, does way less damage than me. Which brings us to the Orc Peon. I also have this skill that can have me taking less damage overall, which is good because I don't use the shield. And I like to be lazy. But that guy's also dead. Now we gotta fight the Orc Peon King. I'm just gonna go ahead and stun him and murder him this way. And if we get a crit, it'll be all over for him. But I'm pretty sure it is anyway, because we just do too much damage. 25,000 left. He's gone. These guys are ranked as tough, like a one skull difficulty, so we're going to see how tough they really are, and I'm going to do this by myself. If we're fighting them one at a time, I'm pretty sure I could defeat them fairly easily, because they should be able to block what they got coming and do that. These guys I'm actually going to use this potion on and try and hit them both. That murdered both of them. Probably should have saved that for right now, but that's okay, because we can still stun him, and then we're going to focus on the bottom dummy first. While also increase my defense for a little while, but shouldn't be any problem at all. Because we have lots of damage going out and we countered him real hard. He's dead and he's dead. This guy has over 1 million HP, so he's not going to be quite so quick to go down, but at 211,000 per hit, I think it's going to be okay. Plus a good counter, plus that bonk. One more counter and the giant idiot holding a giant piece of wood is now dead. That's a lot of damage. As a reward, I get all this crap.